Hello and welcome to the parent presentation for the Flourishing Christian Academy. We're going to start off with a verse from Psalm 32:8. I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I will counsel you with my loving eye on you. So this presentation today is about why our transformational coaches and a supportive community are invaluable for your son or daughter. So Jeff and I are your coaches, and through our years of experience, I'm going to share with you why it's so important. Then there's 8 points that we're going to talk about. So the benefits are this. One is the enhanced focus and confidence for your child, improved coping skills, goal setting and motivation, parent-student synergy, it's so important for your relationship, resilience building, character development, a balanced perspective, and communication skills. So what we're going to offer in our community and our workshops and is just this. It's as simple is that we're going to help your child have enhanced focus. And when they do that, it's going to equal great confidence. So being focused and having confidence and building resiliency is equipping them to handle the pressures both on and off the field. Second is improved coping skills. This is a big problem that's going on right now is how do we cope well, whether you're adult or your son or daughter, is anxiety. How do we help reduce stress? How do we deal with setbacks and the ability to just stay present? And just really the overall well-being of our mental state and the inner dialogue that we have as an individual. Goal setting and motivation, very important. We have to set achievable and meaningful goals, which we'll do with your child. We're going to foster intrinsic motivation. And lastly, a sense of purpose in their sport and academics. So doing things just to do them because they feel like they are obligated to do them is not the right way. It's an intrinsic motivation that they have a passion for their specific sport or sports and an academic pathway. And then we'll get to that later in this journey. Is really where are they going to? Where is this leading them in their life? So this parent-student synergy is really what this community Jeff and I are building is aligning you as the parent with the goals of your son or daughter and teaching strategies to help you support them in their journey. We also are trying to create a nurturing environment for growth for both of you. It all comes down to relationships. And there's no more important relationship besides your relationship with God than you within your children. And that's what we're going to help you with. So resiliency is key. And ways that we're going to help your child is adopt a growth mindset, build a strong network to rely on. Again, that relationship piece. Find sound strategies for self-care and learn that failure is a part of the process. I don't think they hear that often. And it's okay to fail because you learn more and you grow more when that happens. Character development. So we think big picture, not just in our sport. We're learning how to develop character. We're learning how to be focused on our integrity off and on the court, having truth and having empathy with those who we're always with, and developing this dynamic character, a Christ-like character, allowing this compassion and empathy towards others and serving and loving is going to help them not only now in their sport and their season, but also, more importantly, later in life. Huge piece here of being balanced. Student athletes sometimes feel overwhelmed, that there's a lot of pressure on them to perform well in the classroom and in their sport. So we have to look at this. It's student athlete. My athletic director when I was coaching at Perry was always telling me, student athlete. 99% of these students will most likely not go to college to play, definitely not be in the professional arena. We're not saying that that's what we want that to happen, but that's just statistics. So we focus on the student first and the athleticism second. Wins and losses. We have to celebrate wins and learn from our losses. Gaining confidence from every small win, not just the winning in the games, but winning in the classroom, academic success, winning in our social spheres of gathering great friends around us. There's so much to be part of the process of learning how to have small wins along on this process and journey. And don't overconsume. It's important to not get super focused on one thing at a time. So we are in a digital era, and it's going to be like that the rest of our lives. So my advice in this part about don't overconsume social media. Uh, Comparison is really the thief of joy, and we have to understand that we should have limitations for ourselves as adults and for our children, to not get overwhelmed with so much things that are going on, and just to really focus on our academics and our relationships and our sport. And our last piece here is communication skills. Is we all need to become a better listener. We need to actually listen first. That's why God gave us 2 ears and one mouth, so that we can hear what the other person's saying. And while we're at a conversation with one another, so you say you're having a conversation with your son or daughter, dinner table or their room, or even in the car, is just to be present. Maybe turn the music down. Put your phone away. Listen to what they're saying. There's only one season that we get with our children, and if we miss it, that's it. It's over. That chapter in our life is gone. They go off to college or they start work, and we don't have that intimate time that we had with them while they were under our roof. So it's so important that we just be where our feet are and be present with them and listening to them and help guide them. You don't have to have all the answers. And that's why Jeff and I are here for you, is we're here to help bridge the gap and to form these wonderful relationships that as we said earlier, the student-parent synergy of being open, being great listeners, loving one another, and helping pursue their passions and their goals in this life. And don't assume anything. Don't assume that you think they're going to go this path because that's what you did, or that's what your family did, or that's what society tells them to do. That's why it's so important to just listen and guide them and allow Jeff and I to work with them along in this. It's really one of the best times of their life. It's this exploration period and creativity and curiosity to see what can happen for their future, and so bright. So thank you for being with us today. We look forward to continuing to work with you and your child along this amazing journey as they flourish as a Christian athlete. God bless.